Hello, Julia.
Hello.
Julia, tell me what turns you on to be in Radically Alive with many other women?
When collaboration amongst women happens, when every woman brings what really is going on for her, and then magic becomes possible because together, something bigger than us can happen. And this collaboration amongst women brings an aliveness to me because it reminds me of parts of me that might not be so alive. So I am turned on by women radically collaborating, radically honestly excited about their life force. There's an ecstasy of life that is possible. And I want to be in this ecstasy of life with women, no matter what it takes to get there. The radical is this root. It's this first root that comes from a seed that goes deep into the earth. And it pulls the nutrients out of source, so to speak. And the radical aliveness is about that each woman has this deep root into the source, and to let that be nurtured and nourished and come out. And that will bring a different flavor. Every woman has a different flavor, and to bring that out and to make a space where that can be there, and where also Next Women's culture is born from that deep root of every woman, which has nothing to do with what often can happen when women are unconsciously relating with each other, is a smothering over uncomfortable things, or rescuing each other, being nice, but under the surface there's something else going on, and I want the something else that's going on to be able to be in the space. Yeah, you come as you are. That's the bold invitation. Like right now, how you are. You are alive. You are a human being, and the aliveness is right there. And wherever you are, that is where you are, and that is welcome. I have found the immense clarity of the distinctions that we're bringing to the space changes what's possible. And the distinctions that we'll be using, whether that's in connection and sharing spaces, in experiments, in practices, or in movement, are mainly about radical responsibility, as in your power to source your experience and to co-create. And the distinction between feelings and emotions, where emotions are for healing and feelings are for navigating your every moment right now, and you'll get to experience and apply that. And the distinctions of you have a being, you have a box, and you have a gremlin, which is the queen or king of your underworld. And these distinctions are so clear that a lot of the shadow stuff and the adaptivity that can happen in women's spaces falls away, and we get in contact with the real people, with real women, and that makes something deeply nurturing, nourishing, soul nourishing possible. What follows from that is that it's something that will change the shape of your being, so that you can take that into your life, like your relationships in your everyday life changes. And it's not just a airy fairy talk about things that sound great and then go home and forget about it kind of stuff. Possibility management is the context in which we are delivering this immersion. And what I take a stand for is that you get to be empowered, in that you learn to make space for your own aliveness in your everyday life. Or it could be seemingly simple things that can make a huge difference in your life, that you can say no when you have a no, that you can say yes when you have a yes, that you can ask for what you want, that you can share vulnerably what's alive in you, and use your feelings for your life, and hold space for them, even if other people don't get it, even if other people don't like it. Like that, you get to own your own and stand up for that. And I care about that because I see the necessity for women to pave their own path. So it's really a part of the path that we walk together. And then if you want to take it further, the path doesn't stop for a whole lifetime. It doesn't stop because it's your path of your life and unfolding. I see the necessity for women to walk their path, their authentic path, so that the world can change, so that something else can emerge in the world, a different culture. I've noticed in the tree field, which is the venue where we're meeting, is that a wilder part of me naturally is called forth. And that's just from the surrounds. There are these lawns, the ocean is nearby, we have a lot of outdoor spaces. So we're just really immersed in nature, and that calls out my inner nature. And for me, that's a wilder part. That is this alive, natural part in me. And it might be a bit different for every woman. The wild part looks different for every woman, and I'm glad about that. It could call forth this unpredictable part, this intuition part that has an impulse and this invitation to follow the impulse. And I find that nature and walking around barefoot for larger parts of the time helps me to ground and to be, to acknowledge my own wildness. There's a structure, and then there is a flow. And a part of the structure is that we have breakfast times and lunch times and dinner times, and then a morning tea break and an afternoon tea break. And that's sort of the scaffolding. And then you'll get to move your body to music. So there's delicious music for your soul being played, and you get to explore your emotions, your physical movements, your energetic body, and your whole beingness through movement. And then we'll explore, as I said, some distinctions of possibility management through applying them in exercises. There'll be some anger work in some form that you get to access the power of your conscious anger. So your clarity, your focus, your determination, your courage, your confidence. And then we're also opening up the space for radical co-creation, where each woman that has an offer to brings that, and we navigate and negotiate and see what emerges. So there are some spaces that we're offering as space holders, and then there are spaces for radical co-creation.
Sounds amazing. Okay.
Yes.
Done.
I can't wait.
We were there.